flippity flop.
What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about consoles, games, products that I'm going to be purchasing in 2021. I think it'd be a pretty cool video just to talk about some of the really awesome things that are coming out in 2021. Maybe, some things you may be interested in. So let's share what I got here. The first thing I want to talk about, I've mentioned it a couple times now on my channel, is Star Wars Pinball. Originally it was supposed to come out December 15th. It got pushed back. Now it's looking to release in mid-February. I'm excited for it. Hopefully one day, eventually, I'll have it for the channel and we can review it and talk about it. Another item that I was supposed to get for towards the end of 2020. Now this is going to be the first entry, my first entry into my arcade, and that is the Buck Hunter cabinet. I love light gun games. I mean, I love to shoot, being a former Marine and just a general gun enthusiast. I just find it a lot of fun firing at targets. So anyway, me and my brother really enjoyed Buck Hunter growing up. We used to always hit this up in the arcades, and we were always looking to buy light gun games, whether it be on Nintendo, Super Nintendo, the Genesis with the Menacer. We went back, we went for the Dreamcast. We had House of Dead. I mean, we always look for those light gun games. So this is something that it's really gonna be pretty cool to have this in my basement. And I already talked to my brother about it. I'm gonna be inviting him over as soon as I put that shit together. I'm looking forward to it. It's been delayed. It's supposed to come out February, and we'll keep tabs on that on the channel. And of course, I'll have it here on the channel to do a review on. Another item that's completely going under the radar. No one really knows about this item, and I think it's amazing, especially if you're into arcade cabinets. And that is called Well-Played Arcade Cabinet. Now, this is a small little desktop countertop cabinet. It's kind of like the size of, well, I'll show you a picture of it, a laptop, in particular. It's a perfect size where you still have a nice screen. You'll have a full, a full-size joystick and control buttons where, your keyboard would be. And yeah, I'll show you a picture. You can see it right here. You're going to be able to choose custom skins down the road where you can put whatever, kind of skins on top of this machine to give it a personal look. Now, it's got a 9-inch screen. It has a Linux system with a built-in emulator. That's the key. So you'll be able to, I wouldn't call it hack, but this is being sold by GameStop. You're gonna be able to connect this to a server and download any kind of game you want. And it says here, it supports over 10,000 games. Download and install all your favorites. Built-in USB and micro USB ports. High-quality speaker with adjustable volume. Professional joysticks and buttons for one player. And you'll have a 12-volt DC adapter. I want something like this. I would love to be able to put, dozens of my favorite arcade ports and just throw it on here and have it on my desk to, to freaking play at my will. In addition to all my little machines. I love these little machines. This is like my little gaming command center. When my kids are over there in my game room monopolizing my TV or doing their own thing, and sometimes we do our own things around the house, So this is like my little place to, play my games, all my portable stuff. And I'm thinking of maybe one day putting a CRT TV on my desk over here. I don't know. I doubt it. But stuff, it's, consoles like hardware like this is, the future. I think this has a lot of appeal. And I'm really going to be looking forward to this little machinery. I'm more excited for this little machine than mostly anything else in 2021, believe it or not. I want this thing in the worst way. And it's been delayed as well, just like everything else. So, yeah, man. And the price on this thing is only $150. So I'll let you know when I'll let you guys know when I get this. I'll be doing a review on it. We'll be taking a look at this machine. Now, so we talked about Buck Hunter, we talked about Pinball, we talked about this well-played machine. What else am I getting in 2021? Now, these three items I have already pre-ordered, so they're coming. And I also pre-ordered the Intellivision Amigo, and as we know, that's been delayed. It was supposed to come out in October. I'm really looking forward to the Amigo. Hopefully, we see it over the summer 2021, but realistically, it may get pushed all the way back till like the fall of 2021. And if you're a fan of retro games from the 80s, the shooters, the platformers, the Maze games. You know, the dawn of video gaming. I mean, was, you know, from consoles like the Atari 2600, you know, the Intellivision, the original Intellivision. This console is going to be a great console. They're really Tommy Tallarico has got a great freaking crew behind them, and you know, I have nothing but great things to say about the company, about the console, and the YouTube community, all the enthusiasts, you know, behind the Amico. It's gonna be really exciting, and I can't wait to, you know, to have the Amico in my hands. I had pre-ordered the VIP edition, so I'll have that as well for the channel. I can't wait. I was a big fan of the Intellivision in the early 80s. It was the very first video game experience for me. My father had the Intellivision. So yeah, that's another item that's been pre-ordered for me in 2021. Now going forward, this, you know, the PS5, I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting a PS5 in 2021. You know, I've learned in the past to stay away from first wave releases. I had bought a PS2, you know, maybe 4 or 5 months after it launched, and it didn't take long before my DVD player crapped out. And then fast forward to PS3, I had bought a PS3 at launch, overpaid for it, and the son of a bitch broke after 2 years. I got the yellow light of death. So, you know, when it came to the PS4, I learned my lesson. I waited a couple years, and as you can see here, I waited till I got a bundle package. I got the Darth Vader edition, and that came with bigger hard drive than the first wave of PS4s. And I'm happy with it. I've had this thing for several years now. It runs great. It looks great, and I love Darth Vader. And you know, I was able to get a nice little deal. So I'm going to be waiting for my PS5. I'm going to wait for something similar. I want like a cool little bundle. I want a custom console. So I'll just wait a couple of years. Don't worry, the PS5 will be there. There's no rush. There's no need to just jump and dive right into the next gen. It's just, you know, let it get established a little bit first, right? You know. And what else? I mean, so I won't be getting a PS5 in 2021. I may possibly get a Nintendo Switch in 2021, but that all depends on what Nintendo is going to be putting out there. You know, my kids aren't of age to be asking for consoles. You know, they just play whatever I have right now. So they haven't asked me for a Nintendo Switch, which is why I haven't bought one. So if I was to get a Nintendo Switch, it's going to be for me, and there's not much there right now for me to want to, like, impulsively make me want to go buy a Switch. I've been patiently waiting for a Punch-Out game for the Switch, and still haven't seen one. The last Punch-Out game we got was for the Nintendo Wii. And there's some other games that, you know, some original Nintendo franchises that we haven't seen on the Switch. So what's the purpose of getting it for me? I have my Nintendo 3DS. I have my Nintendo Wii. I still play those, you know. I just don't need to jump into a Switch right now. And right now I'm at the point where, who knows, maybe Nintendo's going to be upping up their Switch with a, you know, stronger internal. So I'm just going to wait and see what Nintendo does. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, but I'm just a patient and smart consumer, and I'm just going to wait, you know. What's the point? So yeah, that's my my spending plan for 2021. And hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe you guys learned about some products that you haven't learned of, and hope you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys next time on the next one. And thank you all for watching. Until next time, my friends. Peace!